Oh hey, welcome back guys. This is the final weekend of preparation. We're going to be working on the truck and we're going to be working on the Jeep, making sure everything's good for the trip. I've done some stuff off camera already. I already aligned both of these vehicles. I did this 2 nights ago, I did this last night, Saturday morning. In exactly 1 week's time, we're going to be on the road for MOAB, headed to Easter Jeep Safari, so I'm actually pretty excited about that. It's getting real, and we're almost there. I have to finish a bunch of stuff on this. That's pretty much dialed in. Alignment's done. It's good to go. But this, we got almost all the need to do stuff done. So we're going to finish that up today. The need to do's are the bump stops, making sure everything's tight, tidy up the wiring inside the cab, get everything mounted, the EGT gauge, the boost gauge. Alright, we're going to start with replacing the EGT probe. The easiest way to get at it is to pull the battery out. Good thing this thing has a go handle. Alright, it's down in a deep dark hole where you can't see anything. Just gotta do it all by feel. If there was a bucket, it would have fell in the bucket. You know what I mean. Really wish I could get 2 hands in there. Still can't see nothing. Ah, almost had it. Ah. Aha. Here we go. 1 EGT probe out. 1 new one going back in. Just occurred to me that if you're not familiar with diesels, you might not know what an EGT probe is. So EGT probe is an exhaust gas temperature sensor, because with turbos and turbo diesels, the exhaust gas temperature can reach high temperatures that could potentially damage stuff. So it's a good idea to have a monitor on any turbo diesel that is not stock. Mine is not stock. It has pretty mild tune in the ECM. It's a little bit too much tune, but that's why I wanted to get different ECM and tune, but that's a whole nother story. It's got bigger injectors and a bigger turbo. So all that done, it's a good idea for me to make sure that I'm not going to melt a piston or melt the turbo. So that's why we have an exhaust gas temperature probe. Alright, new one's in. I'll route the wire. Alright, we're getting stuff routed. I'm gonna put it into hyperlapse from here and just get to it. Alright. The dash is back together. Got the shifters, parking brake, transmission shifter. Everything clears nicely. Up here. Got the boost gauge and the EGT gauge. This arms the pump for the lockers, front and rear locker. And this is the rock lights. Those two aren't used. Got just a cheap Android radio. Actually works pretty good for a cheapie. We got the roll bar, grab handles. Everything's nice and tidy. Hidden. Inside the Jeep is almost completely done. All that's left to do is bolt the seats down properly and finish organizing the inside. I can't wait to leave. It's snowing again. So I'm just trimming up the plastics for the windshield pillars. So after I cut them, I just take the torch. I'll show you on this edge. See how it's a rough edge? So get as much of the plastic off as you can. Take the torch. Now once that dries, looks like somewhat of a factory edge. Get a result that looks like that. Alright, let's see how the bed liner does on these stainless steel hinges. Bump stops, check. Cab is dialed in. So I just want to give a huge shout out to my brother-in-law Joe. He came in today and helped me with, well, he didn't help, he did this. He washed and compounded and waxed both the truck and the Jeep. They look amazing. I was finishing some stuff up on the Jeep while he was doing the truck, and then when he was doing the Jeep, I was doing stuff on the trailer. It was awesome. So everything is dialed in, taking this setup around the block, tows perfectly. Everything's nice and clean and ready for when we leave in 6 days. So now I can spend my weeknights not stressing about all the mechanical stuff here. I can just go ahead and we can get ready and take off Saturday morning.